This is a video on complements, and we mean complements of a set. The question states, suppose that two six-sided dice are rolled. Let A be the event that either the first die is even or the sum of the dice is greater than 5, or both have occurred. Find the complement of A. So let's write this down, just what we need, and that is the first die is even, or the sum of the dice is greater than 5, or both. We want to find the complement. Well, since A is that either of these occur or both, that means the complement means neither of these occurred. Well, that tells us that the first die was not even. Well, if the first die was not even, that means the first is odd. Similarly, the sum of the dice better not be greater than 5. Well, if the sum is not greater than 5, that means it's 5 or less. So now let's write these out, what they mean in terms of the specific outcomes of the dice. So if the first is odd, what are the odd numbers? 1, 3, or 5. And if the sum is 5 or less, what are the numbers that are 5 or less that could happen with a sum of 2 die rolls? Well, we could have a 2. We can't have a 1 because we're having 2 dice, but we could have a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. So now let's write down all the different outcomes that make both of these true. So I'm going to start out by saying, well, one possibility is the first is a 1. Well, if the first is a 1, and the sum is 2, 3, 4, or 5, we could get a 1 and a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. We can get a 1 and a 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. We can get a 1 and a 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. Or we could get a 1 and a 4, because 1 plus 4 is 5. But anything higher than that for the second die roll is going to give us a sum that is actually too big. We could also have the first being a 3. Well, if the first is a 3, we could have the second being a 1, because 3 plus 1 is 4, and that is in our list of 2, 3, 4, or 5. We could have the second being a 2, because 3 plus 2 is 5, because that's in our list. Anything higher gives us a sum that's too high. If we look at the 5, if the first die was a 5, well, the second has to be at least a 1, and then all of a sudden the sum is too big. So the first of 5 never even happens. So these are the 6 possible outcomes: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, that can happen if we're in the complement of the first die is even, or the sum of the dice is greater than 5, or both. And I'm done with the problem. Thank you for watching this video.